shadows fall, dimming the light. Whispers grow, a rising tide. Vindicator, where do you hide? Fear is over, heart ablaze. Through smoky haze, he sets his gaze. Justice calls a burning need. A city's wounds he vows to heed. From cobbled streets to tower high, Vindicator takes to the sky. Strikes back with iron hand, defender of this promised land. Breaks the chain, sets spirits free. Vindicator for all to see. Whispers turn to thunderous roar. As shadows creep, he slams the door on tyranny's cruel, grasping hand. He fights for freedom, takes a stand. With courage born of darkest night, he ignites hope, a guiding light. Strikes back with iron hand, defender of this promised land. Breaks the chain, sets spirits free. Vindicator for all to see. Though battles rage and darkness reigns, hope's ember burns within his veins. He'll never yield, he'll never fall. He answers freedom's clarion call. Strikes back with iron hand, defender of this promised land. Breaks the chain, sets spirits free. Vindicator for all to see. A symbol etched against the moon. Vindicator rising soon.
Hello everybody, how you all doing? So yeah, I had a bit of an issue with StreamYard. I could get into the studio, it just wouldn't let me do the stream. Wouldn't let me go live for some reason. So I had to keep deleting the stream and trying again. So yeah, finally here. Sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, Steve, Nathan, Richard Evans. It's called Vindicator Vengeance. I haven't got access to it yet, but because I've got a new laptop, but I will be making more content for that channel eventually. We'll see how things go. There is loads of videos on there already though. Hey Stefan, how you doing? Richard, Craig, Steve, of course. Thanks, Richard. Thanks for that. Afternoon, Gary. How you doing, mate? Right. So, following on from this morning's video, when I was talking about the coming storm. So, have you all been and watched the video that Mystic Media did, the interview we did with AY Audits? Hey, Jack. How you doing, mate? Give me a thumbs up if you've all been and watched it. You've all been and seen that video now. Because I'm not going to play the video. I'm assuming you've all watched it. I'm assuming everybody's watched it and they know what it's about, stuff like that. I had some people come into the video saying that, well, why do we care about AY Audits? His name's out there anyway. Well, I don't think people appreciate what it's like. You know, I know myself that you try to keep your personal info private because there are people out there that will want to do you harm. Especially after the Charlie Kirk incident, it's absolutely emboldened the left. They want to do harm to us. So when we have the mainstream media doxing people, their name, it's going to be quite easy to find out where they live from that point when you've got their full name. And they probably have got his address already. And that was going to get leaked. So it puts people in danger. When you dox people, it puts people in danger. And AY audits is the gateway. This is the gateway they're going to use, the mainstream media, in order to target every auditor, every citizen journalist. They're going to use it to smear people, and then they're going to get YouTube and sponsors to try and remove them and not sponsor them, not give them funding and things like that. They want to attack the audience. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth of the matter with AY audits. They just want to smear him and shut him down, and by proxy, every single citizen journalist out there. That's what they're doing it for. The government is using the media to smear people, to shut them down, because they can't do it legally. They've tried, it's failed. And why do they want to shut AY audits down? Because he's knowledgeable. Because he can go to these illegal immigrant hotels and he knows how to respond to the police. And there's nothing they can do about that. They don't like him for that. That's why. Citizen journalists are the only people getting the truth out there. Like I said in the live stream today, in the video this morning, they stream unedited. Everything you see is reality. There's no editing, there's no twisting of the narrative. Everything you're seeing on the camera is what they're seeing. And that is just too raw for the government. It's too raw for the police. It's too raw for the mainstream media, because they cannot compete with that. That's why their viewership is dropping, because everybody knows the mainstream media is a liar. They're liars. They're all liars. They all twist the truth to fit their own narrative. So when people say, why should I bother about AY audits? Because if they can take away his free speech, they can take away yours. That's why. And pretty soon, if we don't make a stand against this, nobody is going to have any self-expression whatsoever. We've barely got any now. So it's important that we know what's going on in the world, we know what's happening, and we stand up for these people, because standing up for them is standing up for yourself. That's what it boils down to. Right, let's take a look at this for starters. I'm going to show you this right here. So if you remember yesterday, this is about the coming storm. And I think we can all see it. I think we can all see it on the horizon, can't we? What's coming in this country? Blatant two-tier justice. I'm going to show you an example of that right now. I'm going to share this. You remember my stream from yesterday when the guy who attacked the man who was setting fire to the Quran got away scot-free without any prison time? I'll show you the actual footage now of that man who went to prison yesterday. It'll probably shock you to see this, but it needs to be shown. So this is the footage right here. This is the incident. Exactly, this is it. This is the story here, look. Muslim who tried to murder a man on camera sped jail. Remember this incident? The man with the knife just been given a suspended sentence. No jail time whatsoever. But post something bad and you'll be locked up for years. I cannot believe this country is real anymore. So we'll watch the footage. I'll show you it. It's unbelievable.
The man's come out with a knife there. Boss, look at it.
Go for me.
Look. God, he's got a knife. Go.
You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Burn the Quran.
Go. He's got a knife as well.
No.
Oh, you got a knife, man. Come with the
fucking idiot.
Don't come to me.
Go for me.
Listen, I'm just filming, yeah?
Burn the Quran.
No, you shouldn't be. Listen.
My religion. You don't burn Quran.
Come on, man. What you doing? You stood out in public road with knife. Exactly. What are you doing?
Stand up for it, you fucking
You don't burn fucking.
He just did. He's done it. Unbelievable.
So that's it. Now, I've got a sneaking suspicion that if there wasn't somebody there filming it, that guy would have stabbed him. He would have stabbed him. I think the only thing that saved that guy on the floor was the fact he was being filmed and evidence was being gathered. Otherwise, he'd have just stabbed him. And the interesting thing is, the guy who was burning the Quran, tell me if I'm wrong, Steve, but the guy who was burning the Quran got prison time. I think he got, was it a year in prison? A year, 18 months in prison for racial hatred, for burning the Quran, for religious and racial hatred, I think it was. He got 18 months in prison. Yet the guy who tried to kill him, no prison time, no, just a suspended sentence. That's the scary thing, isn't it? So look at some more footage. I want to show this because this is just a case of more two-tier policing as well. So if you don't know, young Bob was yet again arrested at the Bell Hotel. Now, he told police that he was waiting for his Uber. He booked an Uber, but they weren't interested. All they were interested in was arresting him. So we'll get rid of that and we'll share this now. This is just what's building up, because eventually the police are going to make a mistake. They're going to hurt somebody really bad. They're going to either, I don't know. Well, it's not going to be good, is it? We know what's happening. We really know what's happening in this country. But it's not going to be good. Somebody's going to get really hurt at some point, and it's just going to kick everything off. I can see it happening. So I'll show this footage from young Bob.
You've been seen protesting. You don't have to say anything that may harm you.
Oh, what we're seeing here is Bob is being arrested now.
Do you understand that? I was making attempts to leave. I had my Uber booked for a minute. So I'll get you down. So if you'd like to leave, that'd be wonderful.
So it looks like they're
So this is
going around with the rest of the
by the way.
people.
Go and check him out.
Huh? What did you say? Ah.
We'll leave that there. So he told them, you heard what he said. He told them that, yeah, I've got my Uber booked, it's on the way. Why didn't he just show them the phone? He probably did, but they weren't accepting that. He was about to get picked up by his Uber and be taken away from the area. He was dispersing. He was making attempts to leave the area. But that's not the point, isn't it? Well, why are these dispersal orders even in place? It's draconian. It's to reduce the impact of actual protesting. Because what's the point? You turn up, you've got a designated time within which to protest. You've got a designated area within which you can stand to protest. If you don't do any of those things, you're subject to arrest. You can't even say the things that you want to say at protest because you're also subject to arrest because of that. So how is that protest? How is that enabling you to have free expression and free speech if you are heavily restricted in what you can and cannot do? Now, these restrictions do not apply to the far left. If the far left Marxists want to do a protest and march all the way through London, these people bend the knee to them. They just let them do whatever they want. That's the two-tier policing. We can all see it. We can all see what's going on in this country, can't we? Let's take a look. That's from yesterday. Well, let's have a look at some of this stuff on here. I'm sure I posted some other stuff somewhere about. I want to talk about Katie Hopkins, so I want to try and get some of that up as well. Because obviously Katie Hopkins has been arrested. It seems to be they're working down a list. Anybody with a large following, they're clamping down on them. Katie Hopkins, Tommy Robinson, Paul Golding, anybody with any influence. I'm surprised up at this point that they've left Nick Tanconi alone, to be honest with you. This is it, Katie Hopkins has been interviewed. Let's have a look at this, because I've not really seen this yet, so let's see what she's got to say.
Fucking get back here, you cripple spastic. I'm a proper spaz. And actually, it's the last thing I got hauled into the police station for in the UK just before I got here. I was told I would either be arrested or I had to turn up for interview under caution, was because on my Katie's Arms, my pub, where I just, let rip, whatever, I called myself a spaz. And I got arrested effectively by British
Jesus
police because
Christ.
that's offensive.
Jesus.
It's
What a horrible
demonic.
Yeah, I'm waiting to find out if I'm going to be charged against the Online Communications Act for
Yeah.
calling myself a spaz.
I'm so
That is just insane. I didn't know that. Did anybody know that she'd actually been arrested for calling herself a spaz? That's unreal. To me, that is just using the law to persecute people, isn't it? How can you be charged for insulting yourself? It's just this country. I'm sorry, guys. It's not looking good. It really isn't. It's not looking good at all. Look at some of the comments. I don't get that. That's just amazing to me that she was arrested for something that she said to herself. She got arrested. Did you see the clip there? She got arrested. You see it, check out the chat, make sure Jack's behaving himself. Channel 4 are doing documentary tonight about YouTube auditors, and I'll go in to name AI audits. I think that's disgusting. Just been talking about that at the beginning of the live stream. Just mentioned that. Yeah, they're going to be doing it on. So what time is it on tonight? Do you know what time the documentary is? I heard it was 7 o'clock. That's the thing. Everybody needs to know their rights now. Everyone needs to know the law down to the letter to protect themselves, because these people will just come after you for anything now. And if you know the law, you have some protection. And it was like someone was saying online the other day. It's like people are having to take out speech insurance, because if you join the free speech union, you're basically taking out insurance on your free speech. That's what that is now. Crazy. This country. I'm just checking out the comments because I was doing all that. Yeah, you're not blocked on here. Everybody can see your comments on here. The police know the Brits are weak and will never do anything. See, you're back again, right? Right. To a certain point, you're probably right. But I wouldn't want to push those boundaries any further because they're at breaking point. The only thing that is protecting the police, I would say at the minute, is that people still have fear of arrest. Once fear of arrest evaporates, all bets are off in that regard. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. But obviously they don't like it because she's telling too many truthful facts, isn't she? The police are full of Nazis and communists. Yeah, Jack. That seems to be being ignored, though. And the thing is, we've seen these police evidence gatherers knocking about, haven't we? Where they basically ignore the far left, the Marxists, and they're always recording the patriots. I've noticed that. I noticed it when I went to Nottingham protest for UKIP and Nick Tenconi. They were hiding. They were trying to hide in the castle battlements, trying to record everybody. I just waved to them. Because I saw them and spotted them. The thing is with that, though, what these people don't probably realise is that they're probably gathering evidence for their own trials in the future, for their breaches of human rights, because they will. This is all going to come to an end at some point. It's all going to come to a horrific end, one way or another, just like it did in the 1940s with the Nazis and stuff like that. This is going to come to an end, and people will face trial for what they're doing in this time. And when people say, well, how will they face trial? Because we'll demand it. Because we will demand that happens. That's why. And, you know, like I said, these police evidence gatherers are probably gathering evidence for their own trials. They're documenting the evidence that will probably incriminate all of them. So don't be angry when you see these people walking around, if you're to protest, documenting the protests and stuff like that. Just say to them, say, thank you for doing this, because you're gathering evidence for your own trials in the future. Just say that, because it's true. It's very true. The irony of it, that the footage that they're gathering right now is the very footage that is going to incriminate them. And not just their footage. All the live streams, all the footage, because this is one advantage that the Nuremberg trials didn't have when they were taking place, when they were putting the Nazis on trial. The advantage we have nowadays is modern technology. You cannot deny the camera. You can't deny it. If it's live streamed there and then, unedited, you can't deny the facts of that. And there's going to be a fair few. It doesn't matter if they retire, they can't run from this. If they retire or they resign or they try to hide, you can't hide. You will not hide. You will be brought to justice. You will face the full force of the people in a court of law. You will be tried. And all those people that the police have put on, have been on the other side of that interview table, the police will be on the other side of it, facing the exact same questions and horrific trauma that they put others through. That's something the police need to take into consideration. They're drunk on power at the minute. They're completely and utterly drunk on power. But that will change. Nobody in Nazi Germany thought that the regime would collapse. But it always does. People crave freedom. People always crave freedom. And ultimately, this is what brings the tyrants down. And they will fall. Starmer will fall, one way or another. Let's go and take look at some other stuff so we can find some other stuff to look at on Twitter. Let's look at my Twitter feed, see what's going off on there today. Share it. Already watched that. That's new, isn't it? Nothing to see here. Rape reported every hour in London. Good morning, Britain. Parents of 2 3-year-olds in England will be able to get them protected against the flu. Oh, God. Yorkshire Rose. She's another lady you need to go and follow and subscribe to. Yorkshire Rose, she's absolutely brilliant. Investigative journalist, just like Active Patriot and many of the others. Without these people, we wouldn't know what was going on in the country because the mainstream media simply doesn't report on it. Get behind these people, give them your support. There we go. This about Lord Talbot. Can there be any doubt our government is importing an army which will be used against us? Secret charter flights from Syria and Gaza have been bringing migrants into Manchester Airport every night for the last month. Didn't even know about this. The British government have hired private contractors to covertly charter flights from Gaza and Syria. These flights are bringing in over 500 men per night. The men are then bussed around to the north of England to be accommodated in hotels unbeknownst to the public. These are all unknown, undocumented men. Our government needs to be arrested for treason. There you go. I didn't even know about that. Did any of you guys know about that? Did anybody actually know about that? Insane. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite people in. Please. Yeah, that's done. Right. If you want to come in and have a chat, the link is in the chat right now. Well, that's insane. Links in the chat. Anybody wants to come in? Yeah, I did. Yeah, everybody seems to know about it. I didn't know about it. I didn't know about that at all. Does anybody want to ask me any questions, and I'll answer to the best of my ability? Does anything you want to know about me or the channel or anything like that? Yeah, I rate every hour. It's I remember one time when it was Sweden that was the sexual assault capital of the world. It's now London. It's now our country. There are natural laws, but people are too scared to apply them. Yep. Mahood has ordered a review into the asylum seekers' use of taxi firms. One travelled over 250 miles to the coast. Cost to the taxpayer £600. Yet we're all struggling. Yet everybody's struggling to get to work because of petrol prices and stuff like that. And, you know, road tax, insurance, but these guys can just jump in a taxi at your expense. So basically, the money they're taking off you is going on these guys for that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, veterans are on the street. When do you think enough is enough? We'll just continue to be cowed down. I think what's going to happen is over the course of this winter, I think the anger is just going to bubble. I think it's going to bubble. It's going to keep growing and growing and growing over the winter. People are going to face real hardships. Old age pensioners are going to die this winter. They're going to die this winter because of the government's policies, and that's just going to feed into the anger even more. Right, let's see what this guy is. Hello.
Hey mate, how are you?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, not too bad. I'm a former police officer,
Hello.
and I'm just a bit disappointed in the way that you talk about, you know, the force. I don't appreciate that too much at all. Police
Well,
have
the thing
to.
is, they don't help themselves, do they? They don't help themselves.
I'm disappointed in you. We're not all the same. We try to look after people, especially the native people, and we have to do our job. If somebody gets cheeky on Facebook, that's what happens. They get banged up. That's the way it's meant to be.
Can you just turn your audio up a bit, please, mate? I can't really hear what you're saying.
I apologise, mate. Yeah, somebody gets cheeky on Facebook or says a racist remark, they should get banned up for life. That's my opinion, and that's the way it's going. And I appreciate it. I don't appreciate you
for
talking
something they said on Facebook. For something they said on Facebook, they should get banned up for life.
Yes, and that's the way it's going. And I just didn't like the way you, a few minutes ago, you were speaking badly about the police force, and I don't appreciate that at all. Okay, so I just want to keep you in check.
Mate, the reason I'm speaking badly about the police forces is because they're absolutely shite. That's why I speak badly about the police force.
Oh, I bet you would say that to our face. I'm no longer in the force, but if I was still in the police force, mate, I'll bang you up for saying that. I don't appreciate that. And I bet you wouldn't go to a protest.
Free speech at all, do you, mate? You don't believe in free speech at all, do you? You're the problem. I'm glad you're not in the police force anymore. I'm glad somebody like you is not in the police force anymore. You're a disgrace.
Okay, well, it was actually a good job, mate, and I appreciate it very much. And I looked after the natives, but also the illegals, and that's what we're supposed to do. And I don't like the way that you're speaking about it. I don't agree with it whatsoever. It's a shame that YouTube gives people like you a platform so you can talk rubbish. That's my opinion.
How am I talking rubbish though? Because I give proof. I give proof when I talk about things. What do you
look,
do?
Mate.
Oh, I'll bang people up just because they say stuff.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes,
you know better than an actual fascist yourself, mate. That is what a fascist is. Banging people up. They say things you don't like.
Well, listen to your voice. You're getting abusive to me now. and I don't appreciate. But again, I can't do anything anymore because I'm no,
Well,
no longer in the force.
can you understand why? Because you've just come into my live stream and said you would bang people up for life for saying things. While
And
we've
yeah,
got
that's
dangerous criminals out on the street committing horrific crimes, you think it's more important to police speech?
look. I'm against all crime, mate. At the end of the day, whether it's from a native or from an illegal, I'm against all of it. I just don't appreciate racism, and I don't appreciate.
Well, so am I. But to come into a live stream, mate, and say you would bang somebody up for life for saying something is ridiculous.
I would have. Well, I would have. I would have had the opportunity to if I was still in the force. So I'm just saying, you need to keep yourself in check, boy. I'm not trying to talk down to you or anything, mate. But you know, at the end of the day, I agree with the law the way it's going.
The law. So I'm just following orders type. You're the sort of person that would have marched off the Jews to the gas chambers, wouldn't you, mate? Because you're
But mate,
following
you got to
the
do
law.
what you do.
Because you're
It's part
following
of the
the
job.
law. Because you're following the law.
It's our job.
The thing about people like you is, right, you can't distinguish
Okay.
between moral laws and draconian laws, authoritarianism.
I don't get involved in that, mate. At the end of the day, it's part of the job. I mean, got to do what you got to do, man. Get that paycheck.
You're just doing a job. Well, that
Don't talk to me like that, boy.
with that sort of attitude, then, don't you? Take the consequences of that.
I don't.
Because at the end of the day, mate, when all this blows up, which it will do, and the storm regime,
It won't.
people like
It won't
you
blow
will
up.
face trial for what you're doing. You will face trial.
Whatever,
We'll
mate.
make sure that you face trial.
Whatever. I'll do my job, man. I'm not going to face anything. You kidding me? What do you mean when it's going to blow up? When's that going to happen, then, boy?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? What happens with all tyrants? They fall eventually. That's what happens, mate.
I'm still standing, boy. Okay. I'm not trying to big myself up.
Mate, right? If you're brave, why don't you show your face on camera? Why don't you show your face on camera? Because I will. I've got no issues with showing my face on camera.
I don't care, mate. Why should I have to? Why would I? What's the point, man?
Well,
I'm just here to say I don't like the way you speak about that. Please.
If you want to have the ability to put people in prison for saying things online and in life, then show your face. Back it up, mate. Back it up. And I'm not.
Why are you getting abusive for, man? I'm no longer. I know, mate. I'm no longer in the police.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, when I was out in Iraq,
yeah.
I used to arrest people like you because you're exactly like.
Oh, really?
You're like the Iraqi police who brutalize.
Just because I was doing my job. Just because I was doing my job.
I used to arrest people like you. Yeah.
I had to enforce the law. I had to do what I had to do. Everyone's got a job.
Yeah, exactly. I would arrest people like you. I used to put you in prison, mate, because it's
you wouldn't do nothing, boy.
Brutalize people.
You wouldn't do nothing, boy. Let's talk to me like that. Whatever. Okay, just keep your tongue.
On one thing straight. I'm not your boy. All right.
Keep your mouth. Keep that mouth quiet.
You know what? You're a civilian cosplaying as a soldier. That's what you people are. You're an absolute.
I'm not interested anymore. Look, man. I've said my piece.
Human being, and
I wish.
To the uniform. You were.
I wish I was still in the force because I'd bang you up, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try, mate. I would like to see you try.
Whatever, boy. Let's talk down to me.
Whatever.
Try.
Whatever, pussy. Yeah, whatever, pussy. Bye, dickhead. What an arsehole. Yeah, exactly. I hope to God he was never in the police force. But saying that though, Templar, really? With today's police force, when we've seen the police out on the streets, do you believe he might not have been a police officer? That's the trouble. Police like that are in the police. They are. Yeah, exactly, Tom. That's supposedly an ex-police officer, allegedly. He came in and said that he would put people in prison for life for saying racist things. What an arsehole. He was trying to disrespect me. That's what he was trying to do, and it wasn't working because I've had a lot worse than that. Really have. Could have been a member of Antifa. I know they watch my channel. Yeah, Steve. I mean, Steve, what is an ex-police officer? And yeah, he failed probation, didn't he? This is why I think that the police should have a psychological profiling before they allow people in. That's what I think. But yeah, Jack, I'm not going to allow you in, mate. You know why I'm not going to allow you in. I'm sorry. Right, I'll post the link again. If anyone wants to come in and have a chat, you can do. It's a link there. Don't talk down to me and then calls your boy wind-up merchant. Exactly. If he was an ex-copper, do you think he'd have left by choice? No, I think he would have been kicked out. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, he was exactly like the Iraqi police. The Iraqi police were as corrupt as anything. They brutalized the Iraqi people. They did. And that's the sort of thing they would have done. Oh, you're speaking out against the Saddam regime? Well, into jail you go, and we're going to torture you. Tomsy. Hi, Tom. How you doing, mate?
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I just wanted to, I'm only stopping quick because I've got some stuff to do, but I just wanted to let you and other creators know that, smaller creators, that when I came back to this movement, you know, I told you, Ben, that I was attacked by people actually coming to the channel, or they were possibly bots bought to do so.
Yeah. You mean like that guy?
Yeah. Just so you know, like today, bear in mind, my videos have not been able to do good numbers on my main channel since all the stuff happened with YouTube. And so you get to know your own charts, your own numbers. And today, within a 1 hour digital section, which is the lowest amount that YouTube can measure, is an hour, I had 3,000 odd views, which is way above what I've had at any time recently. And then that dropped straight down to 7, which is not an analog line, as you can imagine. It's a very digital line. This is something that's been done to me before. Somebody is spamming our channels, and one of the reasons they may be doing it is because if YouTube detects fake people on your channel, it will throw your channel out of the recommend lists and things like that. So just be aware this is going on, because I've caught it today. I can show you the images and stuff. It's very digital. It's very manufactured. So
See, the thing is, you don't know nowadays. I mean, that could quite easily have been an AI. That could have been an AI voice or whatever. It was crackly and stuff like that. So you can't really tell nowadays. But yeah, Temple, say hello to you, mate. You say hello.
hey, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah,
That guy. I just switched on, mate. But he was. My take was he thought you would be intimidated.
Yeah,
I think he thought he was going to intimidate you.
Yeah, it's sadly mistaken, mates. They don't intimidate me, not at all.
Yeah, I think he misjudged it, and possibly as well. Did you keep an eye on your numbers when he came over? Did the numbers go up at all?
Yeah, I didn't see it. No, I wasn't having a look.
It might be worth looking at.
It's been a
Might
steady.
be worth looking at later. Sorry, Jit. Sorry, Ben.
It's been a steady 80 people viewing, so it's been
Right.
more or less stable all the way through.
Right, okay, so he didn't bring an audience with him. I just wondered because it's odd that happens to you. And something else as well. Sorry to join us all together.
Funny enough,
sorry, go on.
Tom, it happened yesterday as well. We had another guy come in, a troll. What did he say he was yesterday? Chat, what did he say he was? The guy that came in yesterday, I can't remember what his name was now, but it was a similar sort of thing. No camera on or anything like that. It just looked like an account that they had created just that day to just come and troll. So,
do you think? Okay, I'm marrying this up now with what I'm seeing going on X. Okay, so this is YouTube. So X today, my feed has been suddenly full up of people watching Donald Trump say that immigration has, open borders has failed, him listing all the numbers, and then them saying, in what way has it failed? And people saying, I'm proud of Sadiq Khan, our mayor. I'm proud of the Labour Party, and not just one or two. Not just one or two. It's going on X. There's people saying disgusting things. My channel's getting loads of people coming on. People saying, fuck Charlie Kirk. I've never had that on my channel. I've had trolls. Everybody has trolls. But today it was fuck Charlie Kirk, trans, human rights. That it's not coincidence. It all happens. These things aren't coincidence. They're never coincidence. What's going on?
You know what, Tom, right? I think you might be onto something there, because I've just suddenly started dual streaming to both here and Twitter.
Right.
So, and I've never ever had anybody like that come before to my stream before I started dual streaming to Twitter.
Right. That explains a lot, because if you have a look at the Twitter space, I've actually quoted a couple of them. When you come offline, have a look. Look, I've quoted a couple of them. They're lunatics running around online, and it's about Charlie Kirk and about Sadiq Khan and about the Labour Party, and it's all, I don't know where it's coming from, but there's maybe that's the idea. They're trying to make it look like there's so many people, or we have got actually that many nutters in our country. I don't know what's going on, Vin. I don't know what's going on, but I'm looking at all the analytics for everything today. Something ain't right, but I'm not smart enough yet to figure out what exactly is going on.
There's something weird definitely going, something strange going. I mean, I've noticed that when I talk about certain high-profile YouTubers, I get a lot of bot accounts coming to my comment section, making derogative comments on my video.
Right. Okay.
I've noticed that, and so has Danny Ross. I think he's noticed that as well.
Yeah, and on my video I made where I showed people how how these people are doing this. You can actually buy comments, but the comments you fill out yourself. So you make your own comments, and then they get sent by somebody else's account. It's crazy. So, and you can actually up or down vote. You can pay just a few dollars to up or down vote someone's comment. I think this was crazy. It all come out as I was searching on there, actually live, and we found you could even downvote someone's comment and get like 10,000 people to do it for probably not much more than the tenner. It was crazy. It's crazy. So, and like I say, if YouTube detects these things happening to your channel as well, you will get booted out because they're assuming you're doing it.
Yeah.
So, and did you also see on X? I'm sorry, I'm jumping about, but I'm running out of time. Did you also see on X that YouTube are now inviting people back on X? Back on YouTube who had previously been kicked off for political reasons.
I think, I'll be honest with you, I think in the background, because I was talking about this today in my early morning video, I was saying that Donald Trump really needs to start taking YouTube to task. So whether something's happening in the background regarding that and saying, look, you either start censoring people or we're going to start and come down on you.
They're inviting people back. So something must have happened, because that's not a YouTube stance at all, is it? Let's be honest, that's not a Google stance.
Do you watch that guy on YouTube? He's called Mr. H Reviews, and he did something about it where he was talking about how they found that Biden was actually censoring a lot of people, including people right-wing in Britain and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all been revealed apparently, so.
Jesus Christ. I see they're doing I see that on X as well, they're going to be doing a hit piece on us, basically. Not us in specific, but on citizen journalism. So
yeah, it's about AY audits. It's on at 7 o'clock tonight on Channel 4. So I might tune in to see what they've got to say, and I'll probably have a live stream tomorrow to talk about that as well. So if you're around and you want to come in, we can watch it together and discuss it and go through it.
Okay. Do that. When did you say it was?
It's at 7 o'clock tonight. Apparently they're airing it.
Okay. I'm going to keep it'll be the only rating I've ever given them. But I'll have a look out for it.
Yeah, Danny Ross goes in the chat as well. So yeah, hi Danny.
Oh, that's good timing, Danny. I'm not jumping out because of you, mate. I really did say I was going to stop in quick, but that's good timing. Really, Ben. I jumped on because I wanted to make sure you were right, because that guy was a complete knob.
Yeah, I was starting to lose my temper, mate.
I know. I knew that. That's why I can't sort of. Yeah, That's why I came on, because I want to make I know what that adrenaline's like afterwards. You know what I mean? It's not easy to talk, is it?
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I don't think he was a police officer. I'm 100% sure he's not a police officer.
I hope not.
There's no way.
I hope
There's no way. I think it's the same guy that came in yesterday pretending to be an OAP, like people have told me in the chat. I think, when you get to a certain size, you get trolls, don't you? You get your regular trolls coming to your channel. Yeah. I think I've just picked up my first regular troll, which tells you you're doing good. Because you're over the
I was going to say, it means you're over the target. Bring Danny in so I can say hello to him before I go.
Yeah. You want to come in, Danny? You want to come in and say hello, mate? Are you set up to come in? I posted a link.
I'm sorry, I thought you said he was in. Sorry, I thought you said he was backstage. My mistake, sorry.
That's all right. I can post a link and come in for 5 to 10 minutes. See if he'll come in. I'm not sure if he's set up or not, whether he's on his phone or what, yeah. Fantastic. I've got over 85 people watching. That's probably the highest I've ever had.
Fair play. That's good. That's good. It's all the good work you're doing, though. And your video's really good. The pace that you do them at is perfect. And yeah, you're doing really good videos. I'll confess, I'm actually watching them myself, and I try not to watch other people's videos too much. But even I'm watching them, mate, and I'm a fellow creative, but I try not to do that. But they're good videos.
I'm the same as you. I try to make them as balanced as I possibly can, but in this current climate, in this country, it's hard. It's hard not to have a specific view of what's going on. It's like I can.
It's like just have people like that on.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
It's like, yeah, I mean, I let the people say, why do you let these people in? It's because I want them to come in. I want them to basically show themselves for what they are.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I said, I made a mistake. I made a video. And if anybody did see it, I just want to write myself. And I know that a lot of people won't agree with me with this. I hate Jimmy Kimmel, right? But I realized that the woman that made the kids watch the Charlie Kirk video, and that she should have lost a job, etc., right? But Jimmy Kimmel was shut down by the government. That was a mistake.
Oh yeah,
that was shut down by the FCC, which is the government. That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
The issue I have with that, and you'll probably agree with me, is if you shut speech down, it just goes underground, and then you've got you. Yeah.
Well, there are 2 points. One, it's the free speech we've been fighting for. And we're now using the tools of the left, which is basically cancelling Jimmy Kimmel. Which, as much as I hate him, he should, if he's not inciting violence, then whatever. Let the company works will decide. But
people don't use this enough. You know the old term, don't you? You give people enough rope, they'll hang themselves, and that's exactly.
I've always said. I'll always maintain this. Don't stop your enemies from speaking. Otherwise, you don't know how they think, you don't know where they are, and you don't know what they look like. You've just taken some advantages away. What you've done today, you've let someone expose himself.
Yeah, art of war. Never interrupt an enemy when he's making a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Yeah, exactly. And when these people do what they do, they're exposing themselves. And that's that guy that came in the other day when we were talking and went on about the fascism and that. It's like, people, we didn't need to address that topic anyway, which he knew. It's like people will expose themselves. So that's why you don't silence them. You let them expose themselves because people naturally gravitate away from them. I think it does people a service sometimes to let people hear, like people like that guy. So they realize that when we're talking about these people, it's not some fringe, it's not some conspiracy, it's not for clicks for YouTube content. These people exist. And you need to wipe that doubt from the people that I'm still seeing on X, still saying, what Sharia rubbish, as though it's not a real thing.
Would you be surprised if it was the 77th Brigade, like we had during COVID, just trying to play down people's concerns about Sharia law and stuff like that?
Could well be.
It's the government yet again trying to steer public opinion away from it.
Sorry, I think you could be onto something because it's interesting you say that because now you remind me that Starmer posted today and then got a lot of shit back, as you can imagine. He posted again. And it's like he is trying to regain the narrative. He's trying to grab control back. So it all fit. Yeah, actually, it probably is it seems like the left have been really, I don't know if it's energized by this Charlie Kirk thing, or I don't know, or made desperate by the UTK marches. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but something's happening, Ben.
Yeah, I think, have you noticed it's been supercharged ever since the United Kingdom rally?
Yes, something changed. Nobody
Yeah.
expects protests to truly change anything in a day, and I certainly never have. And that day was different. Nobody knew it when they were going home, but you can see it now in hindsight. Something has changed. Something has changed.
I think that it sent a shockwave through all the, I think because they're so far removed from us, they don't understand us, they don't know how we're thinking, and they just thought, oh, it's just the status quo. We'll just keep doing this, and they'll just keep accepting it. And then that rally happened, and they saw how many people actually came out. And Tom, we all know that was just the tip of the iceberg, the complete tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. And think how irresponsible, right? So these people that are in London, like Khan and Starmer himself, right? You think how irresponsible is their behaviour? They know perfectly well we're not a bunch of racists, right? They don't even believe that, right? It's just a game to them. They are going out in London and they're going online and telling people that we're a bunch of racists who hate them. That is probably one of the most irresponsible thing a government could do. You're telling these people that they're countrymen, the people around them, all around them, absolutely hate them and want them dead. Basically, if you're calling someone racist, it's pretty much what you're saying.
You know why they're doing it? And it's a similar reason to why people do swatting in America. It's because they're hoping that the crazies out there take us out before they have to. That's what they're doing it for.
That actually makes sense, but that brings us closer to that civil war we didn't want.
I mean, why do you think that the media tonight is going to be revealing AY Audit's name? And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from his name to finding out where he lives. He'll have to move because he'll get that much hate now, and people.
Oh my God! Yeah. No, it's I don't know any details about those people, so I haven't got an opinion because I can't comment. But in terms of what the exposure and everything else, my God, I feel bad. I feel bad for him. It's like you say, it's going to moving's going to be the very minimum he's going to have to do. Sorry.
For Channel 4 News, this is punching down, like we were talking about the other day. This is punching down.
Yeah.
They
are now. You're right. They are now perceiving the actual. Not perceiving. They've known for a long time about the threat of us. They just haven't known what to do about it, and now this is their answer. This is their answer. But nobody's.
People think this is about the news media revealing the truth. It's not. This is about the state controlling the media to go after people like AY Audits, so that his sponsors, people that advertise his videos, refuse to have their adverts put in his videos. It's designed to shut him down and silence him. And hopefully they'll think YouTube will see this, YouTube will see it, and then they'll just get rid of his channel. That's what they're doing.
If they do show anything juicy, I just say to anybody, just remember something. Everybody is human. Everybody is human. And these people, Channel 4, going after these other people, will have more skeletons in their closet than anybody they're going after. But if they reveal to you that people are human beings with flaws, don't be surprised, because guess what? That's all of us. But also don't think that they are above, because they're not, because I've seen it, because I've seen the industry. They're not above taking half a quote and cutting it.
Well, look at what the mainstream media is scared about, because the mainstream media, they run with the narrative, they film what they're filming, they go back, they edit it in a certain way, and then they portray it as their narrative. The thing they're scared about with citizen journalists and auditors is they stream it live, unedited. They show the raw reality of Britain. They can't do that.
And the thing is, as well, is that they control how long a story stays in the news cycle and affects your consciousness. They control how they were reporting on Brexit every day as though it's happening every day. For instance, just to give an example, they do this, and yet other stories that are maybe more important will flash past in a week. They decide how long those news cycles last. we're disrupting those patterns as well. I say we, but you know what I mean. We're disrupting those patterns as well.
This is it from Danny
So we're
Roscoe.
losing control.
AY Audits got 30 million views in 3 months. This is why the mainstream
Ah,
media want him gone.
okay. Now you've just okay. So they've seen the absolute decimation of their work. Thing is, to put it into perspective, you need to go and look at their numbers and realize what a lot of mainstream media networks are not pulling their stories, and how much hate their stories get when they do pull numbers. So they would be terrified of a number like that.
There are some news networks that aren't pulling the same numbers as some YouTube channels now.
That's right. A lot of them. There's a lot of them aren't. And remember as well, when we talk about narratives and stuff like that, just please tell me if you don't see a conflict of interests when the news is being told to you by Disney, a storytelling company. It's because they own Sky. They own most of the news in America, or a lot of the news in America. You're being told the news by the greatest storytellers of all time.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of people don't realise that all these news conglomerates, all these media owners, are part of the World Economic Forum, and they all get together and they all decide what the news cycle is going to be.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I was trying to say. And so when someone gets 20 million views, that absolutely smashes the news cycle. He has the power to, especially if he's got other people with him with similar numbers, they would have the power to steal the news cycle, to change the narrative, and that will not be tolerated.
It's yeah, you're getting some good points, mate. You're getting some good feedback. Please, everybody, go.
Sorry, I can't see. I've got my glasses on.
Yeah. Please, everybody, go follow Tom Fury. He's Tom Generation X on.
I don't know which channel to send you to, because the one that I'm trying to get people on, they're not going on. The one that I was trying to leave, they're going on. So I don't know which one to advertise anymore.
Tom's a really good guy. Go and subscribe to him. Go and give his channel some love. Also, go and give Danny Roscoe some love on his channel as well.
Yeah,
all these people they're absolutely vital to this movement. Vital.
Yeah, Danny Roscoe's done amazing work in this movement as well, and he really has. There's a lot of people that have, and I feel bad because I couldn't name them at the moment, but there's a lot of good people out there. Ben, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm sorry, I know I've talked too much and listened too little, and a bit of a fault of mine at times. I will do better next time. It's because I know I'm rushing.
I always like having you on, mate, because it's brilliant, and it's good to see you getting back to doing live streams again. Hopefully, Tom's going to start doing his own live stream show again. Yeah.
Used to do them every day, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
See how it goes. But thanks for having me on, Ben. Listen, before I go, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. Yeah, people that don't rattle me, mate. You know me.
I know you would be rattled. I just knew you'd probably want to punch his face in.
Yeah, but thanks, mate. Thanks, anyway. Yeah. No, he don't rattle me. I'll let them come in. Because I want to give them the opportunity to speak. And like we were just discussing, the rope that's given to him, he hung himself.
Exactly. To me, that's one on the chalkboard for you. But yeah, no, you expose him, Ben. And these people don't. This is the thing; they don't realise that you've lived real life. So hurty words aren't going to bother you. So anyway, thanks for having me on. Thank you everybody for listening to me.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. Thanks for coming in, mate. Brilliant.
Cheers. Can you kick me out then, please?
Yeah, to move. There you go. That's it. That was Tom Fury. Tom Generation X on Twitter and YouTube. He's got 2 channels, so you might want to check them both out. He's a great guy. He really is a great guy. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now. So yeah, don't forget this Sunday we've got a protest coming up. I'm going to be at the protest. It's at the Sandpiper Hotel in Chesterfield. The protest starts at 4 o'clock, but I'm going to be there about 2:30 because the lefties are going to be there 3 o'clock onwards. So yeah, I'm going to be there. I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming yet or not. It might be a video. I don't really know yet, but thanks for that. Thank you. So brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to be there, getting called a Nazi scorn and all kinds of derogative terms from the great unwashed that are going to be there. So yeah, that'll be fun and games again. Apparently, there's going to be a lot of police there this time, so that'll be interesting to see how they behave. There's a lot of people coming in from all around the areas, so it's going to be a lively one, I think. So don't miss that on Sunday, 2:30 onwards. I'm going to be there, so I might live stream for a little bit, and then the rest might be just be video. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you all there, guys. Right, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for everybody coming along, and sorry about being late, but StreamYard was messing up. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, fantastic. Good to see you all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like and give this live stream a thumbs up if you can. Thanks, mate. Here we go. That's his channel on there. X Tom's Generation X secondary channel. Cheers, all. That's his channel up on there. That's Steve. Miss B, are you going to get called boy? Probably, mate. Yeah, but yeah. See everybody. Thanks for all coming. This is Vindicator signing off.